It's comp day, baby. This is my opener on squat. This is 130 kilogram. Threw myself in the deep end. I'd warmed up, but this is coming up quite close to my max. But I'm really happy with how it went. It's a good lift. I thought squat was going to be my worst performance, so I actually surprised myself. But yeah, it's a good lift. Second lift, this is 135 kilogram. This was my max. So anything after this would have been a PB. Wasn't really expecting to actually get any decent lifts after this, but yeah, so good lift. This is 137.5 kilogram. This is a PB attempt. Looking back, I definitely feel I had 140 kilogram in the tank, but I kind of chickened out at the last minute. But I'm still happy because this is still a PB. My arthritis had been playing up as well, so I'm happy with this. It was a good lift. This is my opener on bench, 85 kilogram. This is 5 kilogram off my current max. Bench has gone flying up for me recently, so I wasn't too nervous about performing on bench. But yeah, I'm happy with how it went. So this has been my all-time PB for as long as I can remember. It's 90 kilogram. I've always wanted to get to 100 kilogram, which is the goal still. This went okay. I haven't touched 90 kilogram for a bit, so I wasn't sure how it was going to go. But it was a good rep. I'm happy with how it went. It was a little bit grindy, but that's what can you expect, really. And because every half a kilogram matters, I went up to 92.5 kilogram. May have 95 kilogram on a good day. This definitely felt like a grinder, but I got it maybe on a good day, and I will get it where I will get 95. But yeah, this is still a PB, so I'm happy. So deadlifts, this is my openers, it's 160 kilogram. Bearing in mind my all-time PB is 166 kilogram on a deadlift bar. This is on a power bar, so this is a little bit harder. But this, I was absolutely exhausted by this point, so I wasn't really expecting much. This is 165 kilogram, and it went up okay, actually. I think the adrenaline was starting to kick in at this point, but I was definitely feeling exhausted, but it moved okay. As you can see, it's a little bit of a grinder, but I got it. So this is my third. This is going for a PB, 170 kilogram. Wasn't actually going to go for it, but I spoke to one of the staff members and he said it looked easy, the 165, and as you can see, I got 170. Absolutely buzzing. This was a PB. This was the staff member who said I should go for it. He gave me a little bit of motivation and confidence, which I needed. He actually recorded it for me and sent it to me, which I appreciate because it's a sick video. But yeah, I'm super happy with how it went. So, competed Sunday. Went really well. Super happy. I had a lot thrown at me kind of in the week leading up to it. My nan passed away, so it kind of threw me off a bit. Yeah, so I've had a lot happen. Kind of got my head down, got on with it, and I think it kind of kept me in check a little. I was super nervous Saturday night, but it is what it is. Sunday, I was expecting to do really shocking, to be honest, especially with squat, because I wasn't feeling great. But I really surprised myself. I beat all my old numbers, which was my main goal going in, by a landslide. I PB'd on everything and I got 9 out of 9 lifts, so I'm super happy. I hit 137.5 on for squat, which is a new PB, up from 135. And to be honest, I kind of chickened out. I didn't really have the balls to go for 140, but looking back, I definitely had 140 in me, so that's going to be the goal, coming up to obviously in the new block. Bench, I hit 92.5, probably had 95 in me at a real grinder, but again, I kind of ballsed out a little, but still a PB up from 90. And my deadlift, I got 170. It was a bit of a grinder, because I stupidly been practicing on deadlift bar rather than power bar up until a couple of weeks before. But 170 weren't, I wouldn't say grinder, but it definitely had a little bit of resistance. I probably could have got 172.5. But obviously the goal now is going to be 200. It'll take some time, but I will get there. I'm sure I will. I know I will, because that's always been the goal. So yeah, I PB'd on everything. Leading up to that, my PB was 166 kilogram on the deadlift bar. So I PB'd and kind of surpassed it on the power bar, because it makes it a little bit more difficult if you've never used if you've only ever deadlifted on one or the other, the deadlift bar is kind of designed for deadlifts, obviously in the name. So it makes it a little bit easier. It's not cheating, but it definitely makes it a little bit easier because that's what the bar's designed for. But yeah, I'm super happy. Didn't really get a chance to record much in between because I was just kind of in the zone. But yeah, I'm really happy with my performance, because it was only like my second competition, but my first real one with the real prep. So yeah, I'm super happy. My fiance was amazing. He was like super attentive and he kind of kept me in check. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it went. This was my first session back. I jumped straight back into a hypertrophy block. Had yesterday off, but I was going to take a bit of a break, just do like a bit of a bridge block, but I just kind of want to get back into it. I know my body and I know what I can push it to. And with my headspace at the minute, I'm not in a very good headspace, you know, for multiple reasons. I woke up this morning completely like having a panic attack. Wanted to kind of throw in the towel with everything, kind of giving up a bit, if I'm being honest. It's not a good day today anyway for multiple reasons, but I kind of just got my head down. I'm here to do it. I did it, and to be honest, I had a really good session and I really needed it. I could have honestly cried halfway through because I just needed to like let up some, like I was so much pent up energy I needed to kind of release. So I'm glad I come. So I feel a little bit better now. But I just kind of wanted to just touch on it a little. As it was my first session back, I need something to aim towards, so I'll probably consider another competition maybe later on in the year or something. But I want to hit some good numbers. Yeah, it was a good session today. Hypertrophy, I absolutely hate anything over 5 reps, so my legs are absolutely annihilated. Coming back on a leg session probably wasn't the best idea. But I'm not full of very good ideas at the best of times, so you know, you do what you do and you do it. And Mama didn't raise no critter. These legs need to grow, and I did it. And I wobbled up the gym. I probably looked like I was disabled, and to be honest, I absolutely felt like I'd lost feeling in my legs. So yeah, but it was a good session. Like I said, I'd come in kind of expecting it not to be a good session because of my headspace. You know, I woke up, I was shaking everywhere, but I kind of ploughed through and I'm feeling a little bit better now. I think sometimes you need to really focus on being present, not trying to worry about too much behind you and what's going to come, and just get on with it. Obviously life in itself is a big mental game, and the gym is the same. And if you are someone who struggles mentally, like I do, then I think the gym is definitely a good outlet. I've never been really into like drink or drugs, never really touched anything like that. Obviously I have drink socially and stuff, but the gym is my biggest outlet. So even if you don't want to go to the gym and you're having a bad day, you're not always going to be motivated, but this is where discipline comes in, and you need to be disciplined. Go, because I can guarantee you will feel better after. There are times when I've gone in literally on cut off then. Yeah, so as I said, the days where you don't want to go in and I've had to drag myself in, it's the days where I've had the best sessions and I feel a lot clearer mentally and feel like I have clarity. So even if you don't want to go and you are struggling, go, because I can guarantee you there are other people in there feeling exactly the same. Yeah, and I think that's definitely a mental game. Again, your brain and the mental skills and the confidence is also like a muscle. It's something you've got to practice and work on, otherwise it's not going to grow. So yeah, peace. So first workout back into a hypertrophy block, and of course it's legs because I'm a sucker for punishment and I apparently like pain. Anyone who knows me knows that anything over 6 reps is absolute torture to me, and I absolutely hate it, and I class it as cardio, but secretly I do like a little bit of volume, but my knees definitely do not. So these are just warm-up sets still. I'm currently working up to a set of 90 kilogram for a solid 10 reps. This is the 90 kilogram for 10. As you can see, I'm really regretting my life choices. I was sweating from every orifice possible, and I was really just rethinking everything at this point. My creaky knees were begging for their life. But to be honest, it secretly did feel good. The pump was good. I crawled out of the gym after. But yeah, 10 reps is a shock to the system, especially at 90 kilogram. Then I dropped down to 83 kilogram for 10 reps as a bit of a drop down set. You think the bit of weight dropping down, it would make a difference. Still felt heavy, I'm not going to lie at this point. I was just really thinking about throwing in the towel. Everything hurt. I'm still a little bit stiff from Sunday, but I was ready to get back into it. I had a day off for other reasons, but yeah, can't go wrong when you start the training week off with a leg day. As it was feeling okay, 83 kilogram, I did increase it a little to 85 kilogram. It may only be a small increase, but it can make all the difference, as I was aiming for a 7 RPE. So 83 was slightly easy. And as I said, every half kilogram matters. Small plate club here, people. Small plates lead to big gains. These were relatively okay sets. They were just back down sets, and at this point I was absolutely ruined. My knees were fighting for their life as well, which is never a good thing.
Been grasping all day, losing my touch with reality, driving all day.
So as you can see here, I'm really rethinking my life choices. My glutes were on fire. So we just went for just 2 sets of Romanian deadlifts. I chose dumbbell for this, as I feel them better in my glutes and my hamstrings. I get a better mind-to-muscle connection. I was absolutely ruined after this. 2 sets of 10 reps, just technique sets, nothing special. But it gets the job done. And my lower back was kind of hurting at this point, I'm not going to lie. So to finish off the absolute torture, I finished off with some unilateral leg extensions. As you know, these are a staple in my training. My quads respond really well to the unilateral work. I just get a better mind-to-muscle connection, as I've said previously, and the pump's good as well. This was higher reps, so it was 15 to 20 reps, and I was struggling by the end of the first set, I'm not going to lie. And I was kind to myself and actually put the weight lighter than I usually would, because it's such high volume. But I think it was still too heavy. So it was really humbling, I'm not going to lie. Look at the pain in my face. I was rethinking all my life choices at this point. I was seriously humbled, absolutely humbled, and in a lot of pain. If you want to be humbled, do unilateral exercises, do single leg extensions, high volume, 15 to 20 reps. Honestly, I was crawling by the end of this, and this was only the first set. I had another 4 sets after this. I was ruined. And because I don't really show my finishing exercises, which is usually core on my leg days, I threw in some just some medicine ball Russian twists. I'm a big believer in most exercises are core exercises if you're doing your compounding that correctly and you're bracing correctly, but there are accessories that can obviously help with training. Again, unilateral exercises done correctly and performed correctly are actually good core exercises as well, because of obviously the extra balancing that's needed. But yeah, this is just a bit extra.